Here. Got to be part of the podcast.
Welcome back to Cockfight.
Well, hold on. It's the first ever inaugural episode of Cockfight.
Also, the first episode.
Got the camera, so it's like looking.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to fix earlier, and then you yelled at me, you stupid piece of shit.
You fixed it in the wrong way, and now it's just in the way.
Well, you know.
That's like a good, I don't know, like 30-second of the
If
video.
you keep talking, I'm going to cry.
Like, oh my god. No, really? Is that a guarantee? Will you actually start bawling?
I will if it's fake.
Anyway,
I can fake cry.
Welcome to episode 1 of the Cockfight podcast.
Welcome.
The Black Isle fighting podcast where we record two of our fencers killing each other in historical combat while two more fencers talk shit on the sidelines.
My name is Lizzie Vitale.
And my name is Joseph Levison. And we are here to
entertain. Cockfight.
We're really going to come up with like a slogan.
Yeah, we need a slogan.
Oh man, did you see that shot?
That was crazy.
That was actually pretty good. I'm impressed.
I'm not going to lie to you. I mentioned this in the pilot episode.
Pilot episode?
Pilot episode.
Well, that's what we're calling that.
When I do this, I zone the fuck out. And I don't really pay attention. Oh, that was a good draw cut.
That was a good draw cut.
I lied. I pay a little bit of attention.
All right.
But don't expect me to be good at commenting.
You just zone out when you
Well,
watch
sometimes
fights?
when I talk, I don't listen.
Oh, when you talk, you don't listen.
Right.
I see.
Thoughts?
No, sounds pretty normal. I know a lot of people that just talk and don't listen.
See, I talk, but it's like, I think I just get, that was interesting.
That was an interesting exchange, I would agree.
It's not that I don't listen, it's that it's like, I'm too in the moment and I don't remember anything that's happened after.
I see. So when you talk, you just like, you don't think, words just come out.
You could say that.
You know what? I do that exact same thing where I say like this whole thing and then people ask me about what I just talked about and I said I couldn't tell you what just
It's
came
like,
out.
a follow-up question? I
idea.
can't help you there, bud.
So, what we have here is Donnen Flint out there with my sword, single hilt Castile Economy Basket.
Okay, bragging.
And Quinn's out there with some hot garbage two-hander from Hanwei.
With some piece of shit.
Oh my god, some piece of shit. Your words, not mine. Your words, not mine.
See, I'm joking because I was making fun of you for bragging. Is what just happened.
Well, I mean, my sword is essentially the 1997 Toyota Corolla of swords. So
I don't know cars, so I can't really say if that's a good thing.
For all you car people, you will know that means that it is aggressively average, but it gets you there. It does exactly what you need
so
to do.
very, works for you.
Yeah, it works for
aggressively average. Oh,
works for me. Good enough for you,
folks. We just saw our fighters trip over themselves, following
on this freshly waxed.
I don't believe it's freshly waxed.
It looks very waxed.
It looks shiny.
Now, we chose this spot specifically because it's in the spotlight in the center of the room. And
you could say.
We are egotistical like that, so.
I do apologize for any of those who are watching. There is a light flickering in the background. We cannot figure out where any of the light switches are in this gym.
I can't fix it, so stop pointing it out in the comments.
Yeah.
You Philistines.
Please shut up. Go talk in the streets about how a chicken is a man.
Do you think that we could convince Quinn to title this one Cockfight Episode 1?
Cockfight Ep 1.
And then do you think the prior video, our quote-unquote pilot, could we get her to tag it as the Cockfight Pilot?
I don't think that would be hard.
I don't think it would be hard.
I think this would be interesting. Patrick, I think if you and I were to consistently do this,
all right,
we could consistently do this and Quinn wouldn't have a problem with it.
We could probably.
See, now here's the thing, Patrick. I took a podcasting class and I have a microphone.
There's a podcasting class. They offer this at university?
Yes. So
what was the other? Did they like show you how to set up a fucking ring light and some pocket mics? Like, what the hell?
No, it was how to like organize like a coherent podcast.
How to organize a coherent podcast?
Yeah, I mean it was 3 years ago at this point.
A radio show.
A radio show?
That's just what a podcast is, a radio show.
Okay, well, whatever, man.
You know where podcast comes from? The etymological root of podcast?
I don't know, and I'll tell you, I do not care.
iPod broadcast. Did you know what broadcast is? You know what that comes from? It comes from radio. They used to broadcast.
See now, Patrick.
You want to know where radio got
I know
it from?
this is episode 1, but I don't think if you keep doing this shit that anyone's gonna
that
listen.
We're gonna make it to an episode 2?
No.
Ooh.
No, I think we're gonna get pulled off the air. Oh, look at that squat.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
I'm so impressed.
A bit
look
of
at those knees. Look at those knees.
Fresh
Look at them go.
knees, folks. They
won't
just
last
got
for
knee
long.
surgery.
Well, no, all right.
Did you say they won't last for long?
I may in fact have
I'm
said
sorry, weren't you the
those
one that
knees
was
won't last
upset
for
about
long.
crass language in the pilot?
I was not upset about off-color jokes. I was upset about constantly repeating a certain phrase.
It's called having a
over
bit
and over
and
again.
being a little bit silly and goofy.
Having a bit. There's having a bit and then beating a dead horse. And, ooh,
I like my horses dead.
ooh. All right. We've
Are we
got
done?
Our first glove switch.
Oh, a glove swap. A classic
Donnen
move
couldn't
by
contain
Revna.
himself, so he fucking winged it into Revna's thumb. Common mistake. Common mistake.
Common
We've all done
newbie
it once or
mistake.
twice. Hey, hold on. You're not wrong, but damn.
Donnen's been fighting for 2 weeks and sucks
That's true.
balls.
That's true. You think he would be better for this 2 weeks that he spent doing this, but well, one of the great mysteries of life.
You know what? They might get better if they do it for 4 years. 5 years?
Head. Oof.
See, now I wasn't paying attention, so
You weren't paying attention?
No,
It was
frankly.
a beautiful exchange. Quinn came over the top of Donnen's sword, with Donnen being in a pseudo-green position. Oh, and Donnen responds by taking a hand. The classic single sword versus two-hander dilemma. What to do about them hands.
what
The
to
secret
do
is
about
keep
them?
moving.
Keep 'em-
Keep them moving.
Now that goes for several aspects of your life.
Now, just to provide you all with a little bit more context of what we're doing here, this is fencing through the Society of Creative Anachronism, specifically cut and thrust fencing. Ah, so you do snore, honk, and me, honk, me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm more
It
of a
seemed that I
honk,
dozed
shoo, honk,
off.
shoo myself.
Oh, I see.
You know, we've really got to stop talking over each other like this, and by we I mean you.
Oops. See now.
Shabba-dabba-jibba-da, shabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-da. Oh, ho, ho. Anyway, well, we've officially run out of things to talk about at 7 minutes. So
See now, I don't think we've run out of things to talk about. I feel like we've been focusing too much on one thing.
We've been focusing, so we need to broaden our
We need to
horizons.
broaden our horizons. See, okay, let's start with let's do a topic here. Creamy or chunky peanut butter?
Creamy or chunky peanut butter?
Yep.
Ooh,
Big question here. Big question,
This could be the D side. So, for backstory, Lizzie and I are very similar, surprisingly similar.
We've been actually discovering this as of recent. We have almost
It's-
exactly the same opinions on
It's
most
a little
things.
bit freaky. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little scary.
Gonna go out on a limb here. This might be where we differ. I prefer creamy peanut butter.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, all right. Excellent,
Unsurprising,
excellent.
but we agree. Yeah, creamy peanut butter for the reg. See now, here's my question though. Do you despise chunky peanut butter, or are you open to having it if it's the only option?
It's not that I despise crunchy peanut butter. It's just I was never really been a fan of things with chunks in it.
Oh.
Another great example is they do this type of soda in Japan that's got the fruit actually in it. There are chunks of a fruit
Oh dear.
inside of the soda. And if you're not ready for it, it is very surprising. You're
Well, I
drinking
mean, if you're not ready for
you're
it.
drinking some grape juice and suddenly some
Oh.
grapes pop into your mouth. It's
See now, what
a
kind of
uniquely
grape
horrible
juice?
experience.
So
It's
like,
called, green grape.
oh,
juice.
thank God.
Yes.
Because like a grape soda, I cannot do. But a
No.
grape juice, like a white grape juice,
A white grape juice is good.
I would absolutely crush.
prefer the white grape.
See now, we need to find a better camera.
Do we need to find a
well,
better
to
camera?
swivel.
Oh, something with a
to
wide
swivel.
angle? You could just hit the 0.6 and get
Well,
that wide
I'm
angle.
talking. Oh,
You should do that.
someone just got absolutely. Okay, viewers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so
Well, isn't that better? Now we've got the whole thing.
now we have to stop rotating constantly.
For context, they are less than 6 feet away from us.
Yeah, they've
so-
actually gotten very close. This is sort of new for the pod.
Yeah. New for the pod goes crazy. You know what? This is our inaugural episode, our episode 1, if you will.
Right, you could say.
We should come up with bits that we do. Not like bits, but like segments of the show.
Weren't you just segments of the show?
We could have, for example, a fencing ass rating in the middle of our show where
Hey,
we rate
Is
the ass. Of the
okay,
fencers in
which
front of us.
asses? Oh no, we're distracting them.
So what we're going to do here is we are going to on a scale of
Ooh, we should do
What's
it.
our
We should do a
scale?
theme.
We should do a theme. We should do a
with
theme.
because this is the. Ooh, can we call it cock of the walk?
cock of the walk.
Yeah, for the segment.
for this segment. We call
The segment is cock of the walk, and then we say out of
feathers. Out of 4 out of 5 feathers kind of deal. You know
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's out of 5 feathers?
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
fascinating.
Yeah, sure, 5.
5 feathers.
Let's do 5. Are we gonna do points like 4.2, 4.3?
You can do whatever you want, but
All right.
I'm not too picky.
Okay, so
we can cut a feather in half.
Starting with Donnen's ass.
See, now this is where it gets very specifically targeted, and I'm not entirely sure.
This does get, in fact, very specifically targeted.
See, now why don't you, for cock of the walk, how about you give me a 4 out of 5, or like some out of 5 feathers?
Give you?
No, not me
your
specifically. No. You tell me if our fighters, how many feathers out of 5 their asses are, and then you have to explain to me.
I have to explain.
You have to defend yourself.
Am I gonna get canceled for this intent?
You very well may be.
Well,
see now, and that's entirely why I'm throwing this on you, Patrick, because it was your idea.
Well, future Patrick, you'll have to deal with that as it comes. As you may well know, viewers.
Way well know.
Mm-hmm. As you may well know, viewers, as you fence for an extended period of time, your gluteus maximus develops as you lunge more and do footwork more and all these things.
It's part of the workout.
Ergo, you can always tell a good fencer by the size of that trunk,
right.
the size of that badonkadonk,
right.
how
many
much it
PHs
sway when it walk away,
in the fat,
and if it has a silent QUE at the end of that thick booty. So, what have we learned
Lord
from
help
looking
us
at
all.
our 2 fencers here? Ben, I'm gonna say it. 3 out of 5 feathers.
3 out of 5 feathers.
Aggressively middle of the road. In
My
terms
God.
Of ass. I mean, it's no Percival. Let me get that one thing straight right now. But the shape is there, and
Jesus
I would imagine that
Christ.
it comes from a lot of hard work.
This is horrible.
Now that I have rated Donnen, you must now rate
3 out of 5, go fuck yourself.
You must now rate Revna.
Okay, but 5 out of 5 is Percival.
4.
Imagine trying to argue your ass rating. That's
Devastating.
I'm not
Truly
saying-
devastating,
I'm not
Patrick.
saying I've got a great. I've given myself maybe a 1 or a 2.
See, now this is new for the pod. We've got our fighters trying to intervene.
This is new for the pod. Wouldn't everything be new for the pod at this
That's
point?
the bit, Patrick.
Ooh, I
Thank
see.
you for breaking the obvious.
You know, my favorite part of the joke is when the joke is dead.
Percival's giving us a glare from the side. It may be to shut up, it may be to stop talking about asses. Now, either way, folks, I don't super care because we've got to move on to Revna's booty.
What a transition.
And when I
that
say
was, a
booty, I'm
segue.
not talking about treasure, I'm not talking about gold or gems. No, I'm talking about that pH fatty. Folks, I would give that ass a 4 out of 5 feathers.
A 4 out of 5 feathers.
See, no, I think it's an ass. You know
think
what I'm
it's an
saying?
ass?
I would
So
say
your
it's an
bar
ass.
for 4 out of 5 feathers is that it is an ass.
I
That
would
it
say so.
exists as an ass.
Yeah, I would say so.
You've got to have standards, Lizzie.
See, now here's the thing,
You
Patrick.
got to describe what makes that ass specifically a 4 out of 5.
Well, it's definitely an ass.
Oh,
I'd call it one for certain.
I see.
You know,
You
see
would
now,
definitely call it
viewers,
an ass.
we've started making eye contact, and this is why I threw everything on Patrick earlier. I simply cannot defend my 4 out of 5 rating. It's just how I believe
It's just
in
how
my
you
heart
feel.
of hearts.
It's what you feel.
Blue Eyes White Dragon, it's how I feel. Heart of the cards.
That was a wild reference right there, Mrs. Kaiba.
Thank
But
you.
Here we are.
I truly know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Except for the 2 things that I just quoted.
Would you believe me if I told you there was a red eyes black dragon and that a time wizard makes them ancient dragons?
I would believe you because those 2000s cartoon shows were fucking balls to the wall crazy. I mean, they were insane.
Video viewers, you might have noticed that all the lights turned off. This is another reason that we decided to hang out in this particular part of the gym. It's because when the actual lights turn off, we still have spotlights that are on us and that we can use to continue fencing.
Folks, can you believe? Oh!
All right, we have.
Folks, the lights just turned on all of a sudden.
That was shocking, mildly shocking to say the least.
I mean, mild is definitely the wrong word, Patrick.
Like when
See,
you-
I think all 6. How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 7 of us were thoroughly shocked, surprised, and confused.
It's kind of like that same feeling that when you wake up after a long night of heavy binge drinking and you uncover yourself from the bed, stand up, stretch, and look over to see something you'd rather not inside of that bed with you, except with 6 other people.
Patrick, that was oddly specific, and I think as these folks are done,
No, I'm not gonna say it.
we're
Don't
gonna
say.
head out. Thanks for watching the first episode of Cock of the Walk. We'll see you next time.
Good
It's
evening.
cock-
Oh, it's cockfight. Shit, cockfight. We'll
Are
see
we
you
doing a
next
selfie
time.
video?
Folks, no, we're fine. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Team, see now this is some supplemental footage of the team. We've decided that Cock Talk is a much better name for the pod.
Agreed.
So every time we say what was it? What did you say?
Cockfight.
Cockfight in this app. It's Cock Talk. That's why it's labeled Cock Talk. Anyways, bye.